Okay, in today's tutorial, I'm going to be talking a little bit about how Listflex is solving some of the major issues for email marketers right now. One of those issues being validating and verifying data and running it against all of your necessary suppression files and checks to make sure that there's no duplicates or bad emails. The way that Listflex handles that is it runs all of those filters upon import. So what I'm going to do is pretend like I'm setting up a new list. You'll see a lot of different options and things in here that you can create rules when you're setting up a new list to bring leads in off of your squeeze page or funnel or however you're getting leads, buying that, whatever the case is. But what's important here is Simple Scrub, which is an email marketer's master suppression file. Elite Scrub, which is Listflex's blacklist of everything that's known complainers, hard bounces, bad emails, traps, anything you can think of. And then you'll see a couple of other levels for email scrubs and phone validation. Level 3 is what we recommend to everyone. It covers every base possible, and it's your safest bet. Everything that you see here, all of these filters, all of these checks, all of the rules that you create, when you're generating and creating leads and bringing them in, all of these things happen in about a second. So you'll be able to accumulate and generate as many leads as you could possibly imagine and have all of them cleaned and verified and validated without bogging anything down. There's a couple other things that I want to show you, and we'll go to a live order for that. So we'll go to outgoing posts, and we have what we call internal in-house account. So one of the other big ones is blocking ISPs. Every mailer has the same circumstance where their email service provider is not letting them get into Yahoo, not letting them into Gmail or AOL or pick any. And the way Listflex handles that is it gives the email marketer two options. You can either exclude a domain or multiple if you choose, or you can choose to only send those options to your email service provider. Now what we're looking at right now is a live order where we've chosen the actual list, some other specifics, but for emailers you get to choose, do I want to send everything, or do I only want to send certain domains, or do I only want to block certain domains? And the reason that's important is because you're not shoveling a ton of leads into an ESP, throwing off red flags and causing yourself problems. The other component to this is throttling. When we're talking about bringing leads in too quickly, there's a rule that you can create when you're sending leads to your email service provider, and that rule is what amount of seconds would you like to delay in between each post. So every time the system generates the lead, accepts it, and you post it to your email service provider, do you want a buffer, or do you just want them all to go as fast as they come in? If you'd like to throttle them, you can. If you're bringing in 10,000 leads or 100,000 leads and you want to throttle them every 2 seconds or 3 seconds or 4, whatever, you can do it. And it gives the appearance to the email service provider, to the IPs, to everybody involved that, hey, this is a realistic circumstance. The leads are coming in a way that looks real. And obviously that goes a long way with delivery and inbox and rates and everything else. The other circumstance that is a huge problem is jumping around, being bounced around, getting kicked off of systems. You're shoveling data and files and uploading and re-uploading and all of those things. Listflex solves that because all of your data is in one spot. You'll have all of your lists on the dashboard, and no matter what happens with your delivery, it doesn't matter because all you'll have to do is hit a couple switches and you're sending it from a new system. And what I mean by that is, let's for example say you work with GetResponse and have a custom server and have another email service provider, we'll say Adopia. Well, at any given moment, on any list that you're bringing in, you can split leads to 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, as many different providers as you like, to see which one's getting the best opens. Maybe one's getting opens in Gmail and another one isn't. You can manipulate how quickly and how much and exactly which leads are going into these responders. So instead of jumping around, getting knocked off or kicked off and having issues or having all of your eggs in one basket, you now have the ability to control every component, clean those leads on the way in as much as you want, throttle them on the way out, and kind of cherry pick which leads go to which providers and line up as many as you like, and it'll all be on autopilot. There's no shifting leads around. There's no, unless you want to import them manually, you can. So those are the things that are kind of saving emailers right now. It's one of the circumstances that has helped some of the biggest mailers in the internet marketing space who use our software to kind of stay in the good graces of ESPs and save a lot of time, headache, and downtime and money. So any questions, just get a hold of one of our sales reps. Thanks, guys.